Okay, so I wanted to go over the School Idol Festival 2 cards. They revealed a bunch of cards, and we got one for each girl that's going to be in the game, minus you and Gen 3 Liella, assuming those eventually become a thing. But I'm going to go over the unidolized initial ultra rares for each girl that we have seen so far. Of course, these are the sample ones, that's why you'll see the word sample across it. But I want to go over my favorites, and of course, I want to know your favorites as well. I'm going to go over by groups. So, of course, we're going to start with Muse, and then I'll go to Akua, Nichigaku, and then last but not least, Liella. So, what are my favorites from Muse? So, my top cards, I would say, is pretty much the second years, where Honoka's card, Kotori's card, and Umi's card. I would definitely put a big honorable mention on Nozomi, because I also like that one as well. Maki and Nico probably following that, and then the other three past that. So, Honoka card I really like because it has cherry blossoms in it, and I'm a big sucker for cherry blossoms. But we also get to see the other third years, and I just think this is a really nice inviting card. It looks really scenic, and I just like that card a lot. I will definitely be wanting to collect that one. But of course, it won't beat outfits or anything, unfortunately, but I definitely look forward to that card. Kote's card I found really nice as well. You get to see her with the main outfit, the minimalistic kind of deal. And you can see her in the street, and it just looks really nice of the street. I just like the colors and the way it looks. Umi I really like because we get to see a little bit more of, her calmness and, that cool Umi that does archery. And you get to see the Japanese maple leaves fall down as well, which help builds a kind of fall atmosphere. I like the card. I think it looks really nice, and we don't always get to see a whole lot of Umi with this, so I'm definitely all for it. That said, I do like Nozomi's. We get to see a really nice looking shrine, the Kandamyojan I believe it would be, and it just looks really nice as well. Overall, I think it's a really nice card, and it's nice to see her being in front of the shrine. The rest of the cards are all good. I find probably my least favorite would be Hanayo's. Like, it's nice, she's chilling in school, it's got a nice sunset, but it's not that very interesting of a card for me. We kind of get the similar thing what I feel about Ellie's. Not that crazy interesting. Rin, the background looks nice, but I really don't care that much about the rest of the card. Maki, I do like Maki, but it's just her kind of being a tsundere thing, and them catch her in the front doesn't really change much for me. I think it's cute though. And then we got Nico, which you get to see the girls chilling out in the club room. I think that's a nice card overall. But yeah, if I had to pick my favorite, I would probably go Honoka, and then Umi, then Kotori, and then probably Nozomi. Now we're going to Akua, and there are some pretty good cards as well. But if I had to pick my favorites, I probably would say Rico and Mari are the ones that I really like. Then past that, probably Kanan and Yo. Then after that, we kind of got the Chika, Hanamaru, Yoshiko. And then the last one, we had Daya and Ruby. So my favorite would... It's between Rico and Mari. I like Rico's card. It looks really nice. We got a nice sunset. But we get to see Rico doing her thing, playing the piano. But we also get to see her interact with the girls. This feels like this could have been straight from the anime. But we don't get scenes like this from the anime. So seeing something like this, it was just really nice to see. And I just think it looks great overall. I also really like Mari's because we don't get a whole lot of scenes of her just chilling out. I'm assuming this is kind of where her room is. And we get to see a scenic view of the city in the night, which looks really nice. And again, we don't get a whole lot of those in Love Live Sunshine. So I thought this looks really nice, and I think Mari looks great in here. The next ones would be Kanan and Yo, and I think it's just from the background that they look really nice. We get a look at one at the city, and the other one, I'm assuming that's a school because Yo's coming out the pool. Those backgrounds look really nice and interesting. The outfits, they're just swimsuits. They're not the most interesting thing in the world. We see them a lot. They like using it. We probably have a good reason why, but they still look nice. Then past that, we got Chika. It's a nice sunset. But I don't know, her character looks a little flat here for some reason, and it's her just in a regular school outfit. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's still a nice background. Then we got Hanamaru, who looks really cute and kind of her face getting deflated. I really like that. But beyond that, it's just kind of her chilling in school, which is not the most exciting thing. But I kind of like that part of the Hanamaru card. And then we got Yoshiko doing the rock, paper, scissors, the Hankenpo, whatever it is. Jonkenpo. And we get to see a nice look at the rooftop. But we've seen the rooftop a lot. This is not something unique. So, you know, that's kind of how I feel about it. And then last but not least, we got Diane Ruby. And, I mean, yeah, Ruby's waking up. It's cute and all. Not very exciting for me, though. So, yeah. So, if I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably go with Rico's. Then followed by Mari's. Because I think those cards are really nice. And I definitely would like to get those. Now we go to Nichigaku. And there is 12. Assuming Yu's not getting a card. I think that might be a safe assumption. But let's just go ahead for assuming that. So, out of these 12, what would be my favorites? Shiriko, I really like. Nanju is pretty decent. I kind of like what Emma's is doing. I like Rina's. And I like Ayumu's. Those are my top ones. But I do like a lot of these cards. So, my top favorites would probably be Shiriko, maybe Rina. I really like Shiriko's. It's a really, really nice sunset in the background. And you're seeing her running around the school. And the school just looks really cool here. Overall, I just really like that card. We got Rina's. We get to see her with Humpen and I. That's a nice card to see, especially see the interaction, because we don't see Humpen all the time. But it's definitely a nice interaction with Rina, and I really like the background as well with the school. It looks really, really nice. Nanju, we get to see her, but it's mostly the background that's carrying that card for me, because I really like the background of the school here. Nanju's not the most interesting thing, but, you know, I like Nanju. Ayumu's in her card, where she's kind of walking around, but I like the background as well. It's not the most interesting, but it's something nice. I would also say Emma's been pretty good, because this is something different. We get to see her kind of walking, I guess, in like a forest area, and we see a fish. I'm not sure how that's crazy related, but it definitely is a nice drop background, or drop set, or whatever you want to call it. So I do like that card as well. We get Katsumi. She's chilling in the school. I like the background, and, you know, we see her once in a while doing her Niju bread. So I think that's kind of nice as well. I do like Shizuku's because we get to see her in the theater, and of course that's her big deal. So seeing that is really nice. It could be a little more interesting. It's gonna be cool if they had a nice stage in the background. So that's kind of one a little bit letdowns, but I still like the concept of the card. Kanen is also a nice concept, but I always kind of feel like it looks a little weird because of the eyes and the light. I know that's probably going to happen. It just feels a little off, though, for some reason. You get to see I doing basketball, which I like the concept. I felt like it would have been cooler if she were doing something like a dunk or something. Because the actual... It doesn't seem super interesting for, you know, basketball terms. I know she's dribbling and all. But it would have been really cool to see something like that, or maybe some cool effects. But maybe they saved that for like an Idolized card. But I do like the concept, because we don't get to see her playing, you know, basketball, like, really, ever. Kanta is a nice card, but it's kind of not the most interesting card. I do like Kanta, and we get to see Haruka, but not really. I know she's there, but it could be more interesting. We have Setsuna. She's reading her book, which is the Flame Princess Setsuna, which is kind of funny that she's almost reading like a book about herself. And, you know, the card looks nice, but it's not the most interesting. And then, last but not least, we have Rina. She's eating a burger. Yeah, cool, I guess that makes sense. And Rina's in the background. But again, it's not that very exciting card. So definitely my favorite to be Shiriko, Rina, probably be my top two, I would say. But overall, I do like a lot of these cards. And last but not least, we got Liella. And I do like all 9 of these cards. My favorites is something I've been trying to figure out what would be my favorites. But it's definitely, I really, really, really like May's card. Sumina's card also I really like, and Ren, yes, the Cherry Blossom Dinner, so of course I'm gonna like it. I also do like Kinako's a lot. I think that's just, the background's really nice, but it's kind of a cute reaction with Kinako and Kanon. Those are probably my top ones, but the rest are still decent. So, if I had to pick favorite, it's probably May's, just because I really love her reaction with, you know, she's trying to get the toys of Liella, which I just find really fun. I just like that card. The concept is just great. The execution is awesome. And we all see Shiki in there. She's like, what am I doing with this girl? I really like this card. Definitely one of my favorites. Definitely one I want to collect. Probably second, I might go with Sumina's card. with, of course, Cuckoo, and they're kind of shopping doing it. I just like the background, but of course I really like the interaction with Cuckoo and Sumine. I feel this comes straight from the anime. I really like it as well. Ren, I do like because it's a really nice background. You get to see the school, you get to see cherry blossoms. Again, I'm a sucker for that. And then Kinoko, I really like the background. You get to see the city, which is really, really nice. It looks nice overall. Good art. And we get to see Kinoko just, being like the freshman. And it's like, wow, everything's so amazing. And this is the big city. What do you expect from kind of a country girl. And then Kano's just like, I'm showing her around and all. So then, past that, Natsumi's card, pretty decent. Although, it's just kind of like they're in the middle of a small kind of passageway in the city, which isn't the most exciting thing to take a picture of, but, I mean, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong. Then we got Kano's card. You get to see a nice sunset, and they're kind of leaving the stadium, and the girls, Kano's just playing her guitar, and the girls are running down a bunch of steps, not looking where they're going. Definitely, potentially, we have to get the Idolized card on all these girls in the hospital, potentially. But, yeah, it's a fine card. We got Sumina and Cuckoo. They're kind of working on outfits. I think that's a nice card overall. Chisato, I mean, it looks alright, but it's not the most interesting for me. And then we got Shiki. She's working on her potions and such, which I think is nice. That is her thing. But I just like a few of their cards a little bit more. So of course those are my favorites, but yes, I did make a poll for you guys if you wanted to participate, so we could see overall what is the favorite amongst the community. Link in the description. Basically just give me your top 3. I don't want to make you sit there and grade every single card. So just pick your top 3, 1 being your favorite, 2nd being your 2nd best, and 3rd being your 3rd best. So go ahead and do that, and we'll see overall who the favorite card is. Don't take it too seriously. I'm just curious to see what people, for what kind of cards do they like overall. What do they like, what do they don't like, and we'll of course see that. But of course, if you don't feel like that, just leave me the answer in the comments below, because I'm curious to see what you guys think, and if I am with your same opinion as these guys, or am I very, very different, which sometimes I am. But I'm curious to see what cards you guys really do like, and we'll definitely have to see how it is carries in. School Idol Festival 2 has been pretty interesting with the cards they released, as we get to see a lot more the girls kind of just chilling in daily life, and it's just nice to see a bunch of the girls interacting in here. Yes, they're ultra rare cards, so because they're ultra rare cards, they probably go a little bit more out there, but we haven't even seen that many idolized cards, so I'm curious to see how those would differ. But yeah, I am curious to see what you guys think about this in the comments below. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what will be my favorites on the top 3. I haven't actually sat down and done that, but I'm guessing May would probably be my favorite out of all of them, because I just like the kind of the theme that the card has. It's just really, really awesome. I also really like Honoka and Chihiriko's, but again, I haven't been decided. I really do like Riko's as well. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And of course, I was flashing all the cards right now, giving about 3 seconds each. So let me know if you wanted, especially if you want to get a bigger look at some of these cards. But let me know what you guys think about this, and if you're excited for School Idol Festival 2 or not. Let me know all about that in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video soon.